How's it going today? So today's Sunday, it's nice and quiet outside. Just thought I'd take some time to show you some of the junk I drug home the other day. Ray and I went to Kansas City to a garage sale, quote. A little more than a garage sale, but that's okay. So the owner had a big pile of electronic stuff squirreled away under a bench, and we were over there kind of digging around, just looking through it, sort of, and he kind of lamented the fact that he got the stuff for nothing, and he was going to have to throw it away if somebody didn't buy it. So I just told him, I'll give you a blah blah blah, $10. I told him I'd give him $10 for this big stack of stuff. He said, sold, get it out of here. So basically I paid somebody $10 to drag their garbage away. And this is one piece. This is kind of the reason I dug this out and I'm showing this to you this morning is this is kind of an example of some ancient technology that has really outlived its usefulness. And it's kind of sad. This thing is real. This is a little HP. This is a 5212A. It's a little frequency counter. And it's just about worthless. I'm not sure what you would use this for. It only goes to 300 kilohertz. I think there are frequency counters out of boxes of cereal that go further than this. The only thing I could think of that might be of any real use is to scrap something like this, and I don't particularly like doing that kind of stuff. In the past, I've used to, if something didn't have an immediate need, it got destroyed and all the parts went in my parts boxes. Well, that's one way of doing things. Well, with age comes wisdom, and nowadays I always kind of try and figure out what I might use something for, or give it to somebody, or sell it, or do something for, trade it, or use it to weigh down a dog sled in Alaska. I don't know. I mean, this was probably top of the line in 1960. It has kind of a what do I say, not a Nixie tube, a neon tube display. It's kind of a decade type counter. It's built pretty well. I guess possible uses are cluttering up my basement is one. Well, I got a lot of that stuff and I need to get it cleaned out. Two is salvaging this thing down to the bare bones. It does have a nice cabinet, and a person could put a new rack face on it, make some little trinket, or repurpose the thing. That's never not been done. There are a few pretty useful items in here. HP seen fit to modularize this stuff, and I believe this being this old, see if I can wiggle that out. This might have these transistors might be germanium, which might be a pretty hot topic nowadays, since the germanium transistor is long forgotten. There is a cute little baby fan, but it kind of belongs in the case. There's some sort of power supply transformer and some other miscellaneous stuff. There is a reference crystal, and it looks like it's 100 kilohertz, which is a pretty standard crystal. But the oscillator part apparently lives. Yeah, it's not going to come out without a fight. The original idea was you took this bar off and all this stuff come out. I've tried to make this work. It does light up. It doesn't count. It doesn't do anything, really. And another reason that this is kind of in the chopping block crosshairs is there appears to be little, if any, information on it. The only thing I spotted was some, sales blurb about it. I see a few knuckleheads on eBay trying to get millions of dollars. I don't see that happening very well, so I don't know, I might just set this off to the side and try and figure out some use. It's pretty nicely made. So if anything, it's about a 75-cent example of 1960s technology that was made really well. That's kind of gone the way of the dodo bird. I'm a definite kind of a entrepreneur of ancient technology, but frequency counters and I just don't get along very well. There's too many of them, and they're too advanced and too sensitive nowadays, and things like this just kind of, I don't know, it's a little baby filter, kind of hit the bricks. I guess there's a few hard to find connectors. There's some fuses. I couldn't even win here. These older HP pieces have these really weird mains power cord plugs, and you don't see them very often today. If you do, they want $20 or $30 for them. So somebody has just literally threaded a mains cord through the corner there. The crystal oscillator does run. I proved that to myself with one of my shortwave radios. So I don't know, maybe I got a crystal oscillator in a really big box and a lot of loose circuit boards. I don't know, if you think of a good use, go ahead and write it down on the bottom. Otherwise, I guess I have a, I don't know, maybe it's a lunch box for munchkins or something. Anyway, take her easy and have a groovy day.